that you played at years ago?
Yeah, feels good to be back. Painted walls haven't changed much, but I'm sure a lot of things have changed. But I'm excited to get it going and excited to be back.
Yeah, this is your first head coaching job, right?
Yes.
And just how does that feel to come in and take that role here?
Yeah, feels great, especially like I said in another statement. It's a unique opportunity to be entrusted from the school to lead a football program at the school where I graduated from, because it gave so much to me. I'm just trying to give it back to the program almost. So I'm happy.
Yeah. And so this is your first time kind of getting to meet with the guys and things like that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, first time meeting some of the players. It was good. Still working back and forth, so running around like a chicken with my head cut off. But I'm excited. I know a lot of them are playing lacrosse, baseball, and all that good stuff. So it's nice to see a few of them show up today.
Yeah, and like I said, I know you just came from Leesville Road. Then you're also in South Carolina a little bit. Then you did some coaching with Appalachian State. Kind of, so you coached on the college level and high school level. You played on both. What do you kind of planning to bring the knowledge you got from the college level and all the other stops you made to them?
Yeah. So at App State we were very successful. We won championships the years I was there. So I see the blueprint when it comes to winning football games and winning championships, and know how it's done and how it's supposed to be done right, the right way. So that's one thing that I've seen a lot of, and I'm excited to bring it back.
And I know you were an O-line guy in your playing days. So, kind of, what do you plan on bringing as far as an identity or an approach to the game for this team?
Oh yeah. We're gonna be physical. We're gonna be fast. We're gonna be physical, and we're gonna be mean. That's the way I played. That's the way I was brought up to play, and that's the way I coach. So that's the way we're gonna rock and roll.
And of course, you played for legendary Northwood coach Bill Hall in your high school days. So, what did you learn from Coach Hall, and are you kind of taking anything from him and bringing it to your coaching style?
Yeah, I have a little bit of all my coaches in me, but Coach Hall was my first coach when it comes to football, and a lot of discipline, a lot of attention to detail. So I think that's a good thing, and something that I've kind of taken ownership of in my own career, teaching and coaching, is like focus on the details and the rest will take care of itself.
Yeah, and did Coach Hall, did he reach out to you, or did you kind of reach out to him? Did you good job?
Yeah. He was super excited. Said he was really proud. Finally, happy to have a Charger back in the building all those years ago.
Yeah. Just take me through kind of like the process of getting this job, and take me through when you saw it open, and why you chose to come back to Northwood.
Yeah, so I've always seen Northwood as a job that I'm like, man, that'd be cool to go back home and be the head coach of. So I've always kind of kept my eye on it whenever it opens up. Hopefully it matches up with professional and family and everything in that line. So when it opened up this time, I was like, family's good, professional's good, let's make a run at it. So it happened pretty quick. Came in for an interview and got offered the job a couple days later.
Yeah. And I know you got a lot of good pieces coming back from the previous team last year. So I don't know if you got a chance to look at some of the personnel yet, but what are you kind of most excited for with this group from what you know so far?
Yeah, I see a lot of athletes. I see athletes, and with athletes we can win. We can put them in different places, and we can line up with anybody and make a run at it. So I'm excited with the athletes that we have.
I was about to ask too. I know they're coming off a playoff run. Just how excited are you to kind of build off that momentum with them?
Yeah, so that was a good experience. They got a foundation of an expectation to win, and all the credit to Coach Johnson for getting that going last year. And just keep continuing on and keep that expectation at the forefront. and keep it moving.
This is my last question. I just wanted to ask you. I know Northwood has seen you're the fourth coach I think in the last 4 years, right? Is that right, Gene?
Yeah.
So I mean, when you hear that, is Northwood somewhere you see yourself that you can stay here and build for multiple years?
I do. I bought a house in the county. I'm here. This is home to me. Pittsboro through and through. I'm living on family land where my grandpa built his house in the 70s. So I'm excited to get in the community or get back in the community and get this thing going.
How'd you learn about this opportunity?
Saw resignation on Twitter.
So you didn't even wait for the job opening to happen.
I did not.
So who'd you contact when you saw that resignation?
Coach Vernon.
Did you?
Yeah. Sent Coach Vernon my resume and my interest and everything, and went from there.
That was Dale when you saw the.
So he couldn't wait to get here. What'd your mom say about this when she found out about the opportunity and that you were? When did she find out that you were going to be put? Because you and your mom are pretty close, aren't you?
Oh yeah, very close. Yeah, she was like, well, after I sent my resume in, a couple days later, she's like, Northwood coaching job is open. I was like, yeah, I'm a step ahead of you, Mom. So I think she really wants me to be back in the community, and I'm extremely happy to be back in the community.
Now, what did she get into on the Hall of Fame? What sport?
Oh, she was an athlete in everything.
Everything.
She played basketball, she played softball, she did swimming. I think she did track.
Well, let me ask you this. Ashibel and I have talked about this on the live stream several times. Multi-sport athletes. What's your take on those student athletes who are playing multi-sports?
Oh, I love it. I'm one myself. I played everything in high school. I played everything growing up, and I think it's something that's lost in today's sports. We get too fixated on being good at one thing, and we don't let our athletes venture out to see if they have any other interests. And then if they do have those interests, then sports can play on top of one another. Like lacrosse can work on agility to go into football and vice versa. So that's one thing. Track works on speed and power to translate to the football field and back to the track. So I think they play on top of one another more than people give it credit.
Yeah, I saw you speaking to the lacrosse coach here, and I know there's several football players that are playing on the lacrosse team this year. You kind of run into sometimes scheduling conflicts when the seasons cross, but for the most part, that seems to be a good thing, and you think that's great, don't you?
Yeah, I'm all for it. I think if we're working towards a common goal and building competitiveness in our kids to compete, then that's just going to bring championships.
That's all you got? All right, let's see. I'm sure I can come up with some more questions. In college, what were some of your best memories of playing college ball?
Same thing as playing high school with my buddies. I mean, that's what it was. You get into the brotherhood of sweating, bleeding, and caring about a common goal. That builds a bond that cannot be broken. The same group chat that I have from my high school buddies, I have a group chat with my college buddies.
What kind of group chat did you start out in, 2008? What was that? It wasn't Facebook. It was MySpace there.
One of them.
Well, let me ask you this, because you played basketball and you played football, and you mentioned in your group chat in the introduction that you still stay in contact with those guys and you still follow what's going on in Northwood. So what was your take on both the football season and the basketball season, because you played both?
Yeah, we've always kept up with it. We always want to see Northwood do good. We want to have pride in our alma mater, as I would hope any alumni would. But yeah, I mean, I love seeing deep playoff runs and making playoffs and winning seasons. And then what Drake Powell's done for this community, the surrounding pieces of the basketball team, and Coach Brown with the basketball team has done really incredible stuff.
So maybe in 5 years we'll see WRAL do a story about you?
Oh, I don't know. We'll let it. It's all about the kids. I don't need nothing about me.
What do you see as the challenges? I mean, we talked about some of the things you see coming in, but what are some of the challenges you see for this coming year?
Yeah, I think the biggest transition from going from a big high school to a smaller high school is going to be numbers. And then just getting in a good groove of who's playing offense one day, who's playing defense one day, and going about it like that. So I think a numbers thing, instead of being able to play only offensive guys and then play only defense, I don't think that's going to happen here because we're going to play the best 11 on the field.
So you're going to mix people up as you need to fill spots.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I know I was in here and I heard you mention that you guys used to get excited about playing JF back in your playing days. And for a couple years, I know they were out of different classifications. Now they're in the same conference, playing each other again. Just how excited are you to be able to get those rivalries back with JF playing Chatham Central and then C4 down the road as well?
Yeah, I think it's great for the county of Chatham. It's in Chatham County sports. It's again, it breeds that competition and fun rivalry. I know we had it back with JM back in the day, and it was a lot of fun. And I think we got that in all 4 schools now, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun moving forward.
Have you been over to check out Seaforth yet?
I checked it out when it was being built, but haven't been back since school started, I think.
Anything else?
I don't know. I think that's all I got.
Hey, we're glad to have you back in the county. Shibo's gotten to meet the new coach here, and you got to follow Shibo's Twitter account. Was it Shibo?
Yeah, Shibo R38. I can show you.
Shibo R38. And the other thing is, I'll reach out to you about seeing if we can't get you on for about 10-15 minutes on Wednesday at noontime for a live stream. I send you a link. You just get onto it, click on the link, and I control the stuff going on back and forth. So Shibo's going to have a bunch of good questions for Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
All right, so